In this tutorial, we'll cover adding and editing tools via the ShareMyToolbox web interface. At the conclusion, you should be pretty familiar with how you add a tool, edit a tool, and delete tools. When you log onto the web interface, the first screen you'll see will be the Tools tab. Click Add Tool, and a display box will appear. The minimum information required for a tool is a tool title. You can complete the rest of the grid at your option. Note that the description field is actually a very, very long field, so it could contain potentially pages of information. The manufacturer field is a drop-down box. We preload the system with about 100 of the major tool manufacturers out there. To create another one, just type it in the box. You notice as you start typing, if I type BOS, then Bosch will appear at the bottom. So I can completely type something. If I want to type something new like Bose, I can enter that, and that will add that to the database. Be a little bit careful here, because if you misspell it, you're adding something to our database that's going to be misspelled. You'll have to call us to delete that for you. Next is model number, serial number. You can optionally enter a barcode. This is just a number. Category is similar to manufacturers, but we do not preload that for you. Think about this a little bit before you start using it. However you want to categorize your assets for reporting purposes. Whatever you type in that field, just like manufacturer, that will create that category. So again, be a little bit careful about how you spell things, or whether you use uppercase, lowercase, so forth. Purchase information, including warranty date. Warranty date is one of the fields that we will send you notifications for as the warranty is about to expire, so keep that in mind. Sharing status will default to on. That's a field where if you check it off, then that tool will not display to any of your connections. That's a great way to set up a private item or something that you want to track that employees do not need to see. Rental tool. If we turn rental tool on, you'll get a number of 4 additional fields: rental date, rental return date, rental rate, and rental period. This is not for external rentals. This is for internal rentals. If you rent a tool, this gives you a way to set it up and track it, because sometimes tools can be on long-term rentals. Even on short-term rentals, this is helpful, however. Often, you rent a tool for 2 or 3 months and forget about it, and it's sitting in the back of somebody's truck. You continue to get an invoice for it, and this gives you a good way to key that in and track it. So as the rental return date approaches, just like the warranty date, it will send you a notification that tool is due back, so you don't forget about it and continue to get invoiced. Those notifications go to the person that has the tool as well as to you, the tool owner. Calibration and location are actually 2 optional fields. Those are custom fields that are set up in your settings. So you have an option to make that a date field, a text field, or another web address similar to the owner's manual below. If you set these up as date fields, then those will also send you notifications that those dates are about to approach. The last 2 fields, the owner's manual and the website URL, those are helpful for tracking additional information about the tool. Now notice what does not appear here. The ability to add images is not on the initial tool setup. So to add an image to the tool record, we'll hit Save. And then we'll click on Test Tool. To edit a tool, we'll click on the pencil icon. And now we have Manage Images. So let's click on Manage Images. There's a technical reason why we're doing that. We won't go into a lot of detail, but it's a separate image database. We're optimizing for image sizes, and so the tool record has to be created before we can enter the image data. So we'll go down here and choose image file. This fires up a dialog box for our file system. I will go find a image that we may have downloaded from the internet or taken a picture. We'll put that in. We can select 6 images. The first one will be your primary image, of course. We'll hit upload. Image appears, and let's actually key in 2 images so you can see what happens. So now that we have 2 images, if we want to delete one, we hit the X beside it. Okay. We'll hit save, and now we have the image attached to that tool record. To delete a tool, we will click the trash can icon, and it'll give us a dialog box. Are we sure we want to delete it? We'll hit OK. If we try to delete a tool that is currently loaned out to someone, let's say this one's loaned to Wilson's crew. Let's try to delete that one. It will pop up and say, sorry, we can't do that. So you will have to check in that tool before that record can be deleted. This concludes the video tutorial on adding and editing tools via the ShareMyToolbox web interface. Thank you very much.